Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to the WWE 2K24 Universe Mode series, and we're here with the Women's Royal Rumble winner, Jade Cargill, the woman who will head to WrestleMania to main event. But the question is, which champion will Jade Cargill choose? Of course, Bianca Belair did successfully defeat Kairi Sane in an open challenge at the Royal Rumble, but you have to wonder, is there going to be a rematch between those two? And how long can Bianca hold that championship? And then there's also Tiffany Stratton over on Friday Night SmackDown, currently holding the WWE Women's Championship. So at the moment they are the two options for Jade Cargill, but who will she choose?
Did you really think I was all hype? Did you really think I wasn't going to walk into the Royal Rumble and dominate? 29 other women entered that ring, and one by one, I threw them out. Some of them, legends. Some of them, your so-called favorites. And the last one, oh yeah, that was your mommy, Rhea Ripley. So now the only question is, where does Jade Cargill go? Do I stay right here on Monday Night Raw and go after the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair? Or do I take my talents back to SmackDown and claim the WWE Women's Championship and put an end to Tiffy time?
Hold on a second. Well, I didn't expect this. Well, it's Rhea Ripley, the woman who got screwed over by Dominic Mysterio, but also was in the last two of the Women's Royal Rumble match, and Jade Cargill was the one to eliminate Mami from the Royal Rumble. And now that means that Jade Cargill is the one that's heading to WrestleMania instead of Mami. But what's Mami got to say? Why is she here?
Relax, Jade. I'm not here to steal your spotlight. I'm out here for two reasons. One, to congratulate you. You won the Royal Rumble. You earned your spot. I can respect that. But two, I need to address someone who's not here tonight. Dominic Mysterio isn't in the building tonight. And Dom, for your sake, it better stay that way. Because the second you step foot in a WWE arena again, I'm going to destroy you.
Well, a clear message sent, and oh my goodness, Jade Cargill brutalizing Rhea Ripley here. Big clotheslines. Just not letting up here. Jade Cargill clearly feeling a little bit disrespected by the fact that Mami has interrupted her this evening. Now just tossing Rhea Ripley over the top rope again, just like the Royal Rumble. Sending a message here is Jade.
This is my time, not yours.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as we move on with the show, we have the first Elimination Chamber qualifying match. So the Women's World Championship will also be defended inside the Elimination Chamber. And this is the first qualifying matchup for that Chamber match. So whoever wins will head into the Chamber alongside Bianca Belair and Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane, of course, the former Women's World Champion. And Bianca Belair, the woman who dethroned her back at the Royal Rumble. But Liv Morgan's the first one to get an opportunity. Who's going to be next? Okay. So Liv Morgan's opponent here tonight is one half of Meta 4. It is Jakara Jackson, the woman who made her debut in the Royal Rumble match on night 1 this previous weekend. And she could get the opportunity to head into the Elimination Chamber as well. So this is a huge opportunity for Jakara Jackson. Seems like she's getting an opportunity on the main roster. Been a part of NXT for quite some time now. So we're going to have to wait and see exactly what Jakara Jackson is made of in singles action here tonight. Can she earn her spot in the Elimination Chamber? So Liv Morgan against Jakara Jackson. And you have to feel that maybe Liv Morgan would be the favourite here. But you can never put down someone from NXT, as NXT has some of the best superstars in the world. And a slammed face first into the canvas goes Liv Morgan. Jakara Jackson now with a big drop kick. Jakara Jackson with a good start here on Monday Night Raw. Taking the fight to Liv Morgan, driving the knee into the spine. And just looking to wear Liv Morgan down. Now, both of these superstars going to head to the outside. There are countouts here, of course. And you have to wonder what would be the case if maybe there was a double countout. Would both the superstars head to the Elimination Chamber? Or would maybe neither of them head to the Elimination Chamber? I guess we have to wait and see if that's something that occurs, but Jakara Jackson is in control of this match right now. Liv Morgan really struggling here, slammed face first into the concrete floor. Jakara Jackson just laying a beat down on Liv Morgan. But the question is, can she keep this going? Can she remain in control? Liv Morgan sent back into the ring. Liv Morgan is fresh off that victory against Rhea Ripley at the Royal Rumble. All thanks to the help of Dirty Dominic Mysterio, of course, but regardless, she was still victorious, and a big drop kick there by Jakara Jackson. And now into the cover she goes to potentially punch her ticket to the Elimination Chamber, but no. A kick out found by Liv, and Jakara Jackson. Well, in NXT, that might have put away a few superstars, but Liv Morgan was able to power out there, and Jakara Jackson may have had a little bit of a taste of reality here on the main roster. As now Liv Morgan taking advantage of the opportunity and the opening. Jakara Jackson, after that kick out, seems like she's a little bit stunned, to be honest. As now Liv Morgan really targeting the knee, just cranking on that knee joint. And now Liv Morgan driving her knee into the back of the skull of Jakara Jackson. And now Liv Morgan looking to fly to the outside with a flying crossbody. And now Liv Morgan with the knee to the jaw. A code breaker on the outside there. Jakara Jackson is now the one who seems like she's in deep trouble. There's now Liv Morgan with Jakara Jackson where she wants her. Liv Morgan up. Hold on a second. Jakara Jackson, the power into a power bomb. Well, Liv Morgan was going for a Hurricane Rana, but Jakara Jackson showing her strength by just powering Liv Morgan back up. Liv Morgan a little bit stunned on the outside, taking her time to get back into the ring. She does so, and Jakara Jackson gonna pounce on top of her. And now into an arm drag, planting Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan is actually in some deep trouble here tonight. She had a moment of control in this matchup, but Jakara Jackson seems to have gathered herself once again. And she's back on the offense. Big drop kick to the spine. And now Jakara Jackson going to target the arm of Liv Morgan. And a big kick to the midsection. Big slap as well. Drives Liv Morgan into that corner. Jakara Jackson with the shoulders into the midsection there. Now, Jakara Jackson looking for a victory over Liv Morgan. A massive win this would be, but no. Only a 1 count And Jakara Jackson needs to remain focused. She needs to keep doing what she's doing, because she could well and truly be closing in on a massive victory here. Is now sent off the ropes goes Jakara Jackson. Liv Morgan into a dropkick of her own. Taking Jakara Jackson down to the mat momentarily and then into oblivion out of nowhere. Liv Morgan going to drag the lifeless body towards the center of the ring, but that could have cost her a couple of crucial moments. Is this going to be enough? No, Jakara Jackson still showing that grit and just trying to hang in there. This WWE Universe loving what they're seeing right here by these two. As now Jakara Jackson in a bit of trouble, slammed down to the mat. Liv Morgan into the cover once more, looking to put away Jakara Jackson, but she's still in there. Well, Jakara Jackson is showing the kind of fight and will that you need if you're going to head to the Elimination Chamber. As now Liv Morgan hoisting up Jakara Jackson and slamming her down to the mat. Now up to the second rope. Liv Morgan, what she got planned? Into a missile dropkick connecting. Jakara Jackson clutching at the ribs there. She could be in some pain. Into the cover for victory. Liv Morgan, no. Jakara Jackson still in there. Liv Morgan taking a moment to regather herself. As many other superstars would have already been put away here. But Jakara Jackson is not like just any other superstar. Liv Morgan finding an elbow. Big reversal there. And now Liv Morgan off the ropes. Into a code breaker again. And now Jakara Jackson is in deep trouble. Liv Morgan into the oblivion again, this time in the center of the ring. That's got to be it, surely. For the victory, she's done it. Well, what a showing by Jakara Jackson. But Liv Morgan is the first woman to head to the Elimination Chamber alongside Bianca Belair and Kairi Sane.
All right, listen up. At the Royal Rumble, Carmelo Hayes regained the World Heavyweight Championship in questionable fashion. But hey, at the end of the day, the referee's decision is final. But at Elimination Chamber, there ain't going to be any running. No cheap victories. Just 6 men locked inside and only one of them leaving as champion. Now let me break it down for you. Carmelo Hayes will defend his title inside the chamber. Drew McIntyre, after his win at the Rumble, is officially in. Finn Balor, the former champ, is in. Seth freaking Rollins, he never really got his true rematch, so he is in. That leaves 2 more spots. One spot will be determined tonight and the other next week, right here on Monday Night Raw.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. So you're the one making this announcement? You have the nerve to sit here and talk about opportunity when you've done everything in your power to take mine away?
Punk, if you're here to cry about the Royal Rumble, I ain't got the time for it. You lost. Move on.
Move on. Move on. You screwed me out of the Rumble, Steve. You put me in a match with Drew, stacked the deck against me, and then you just happened to make a couple of iffy calls in that match, didn't you? Plus, let's not forget that stunner you gave me after the match. Very professional, Steve. Now, instead of me main eventing WrestleMania, you're telling me I have to earn my way into the chamber?
Damn right you do. If you want to talk about screwing you over, let me tell you what screwing over really looks like. Handing you a spot in the chamber just because you got your feelings hurt at the Rumble. That ain't how it works, Punk. You want to be in that match, you do what everyone else does, you earn it.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, I see what this is. Why, this isn't about earning anything, is it? This is about you keeping me out of the main event at any cost. Drew? He beat me, sure, but I made him quit at Clash at the Castle. Finn lost the title. Seth? He lost the title months ago. But me? I should already be in this damn match.
Then prove it, Punk. Next week, you're going to have a match to earn your spot in the chamber. And I suggest you focus less on crying about conspiracies and more on winning, or you ain't got a damn thing to complain about it.
This isn't over, Steve.
Oh, I know.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as we move on with the show, we have another Elimination Chamber qualifying match. And a woman who made her debut in the Royal Rumble match itself. It is Jordynne Grace, the woman who has officially signed with WWE after moving on from TNA. And now she's here on Monday Night Raw, looking to earn her spot in the Elimination Chamber. But the question is, who's she going to come up against? And can she qualify? And her opponent is the other half of Meta 4, another woman who debuted in a Royal Rumble match. A chorus of boos around the stadium for her, but it is Lash Legend making her way down to the ring. This is going to be one hell of a matchup. Two powerhouses, two new women in the division, going head to head to try and earn their spot at the Elimination Chamber, and potentially even their final chance at heading to WrestleMania. But which one of these two is going to come out on top here? So Jordynne Grace and Lash Legend about to go head to head. And here we go, bell rings, and straight out the gates, Lash Legend not messing around here. Just look at the sheer size of Lash Legend. Jordynne Grace is no slouch, but Lash Legend just towers over her, and the power of Lash Legend here. Two powerhouses in the women's division right here. Well, the question is, who is going to be the superstar that can punch their ticket to the Elimination Chamber? Will it be Lash Legend, or will it be Jordynne Grace? Because now Lash Legend just targeting the arm of Jordynne Grace there, perhaps trying to take away the power of Jordynne Grace. Jordynne Grace at the Royal Rumble event was eliminated by none other than Mami Rhea Ripley, and that will be one hell of a matchup. A big clubbing blow there by Lash Legend. So both members of Meta 4 making their way up from NXT. A rope break called there by the referee. Probably a good decision, that, actually, to be fair. As it did look like Jordynne Grace's foot was underneath the rope there. But Lash Legend remaining in control here. And she keeps bringing the fight to Jordynne Grace, hanging her upside down on that top rope. And now just choking out Jordynne Grace there. Now into the cover she goes. Lash Legend feels like she's done enough here against the former TNA champion, but a big kick out found by Jordynne Grace. As now these two heading to the outside, or Lash Legend up to the top rope. It's not often that we see her fly. Lash Legend putting it all on the line here. Lash Legend, but she doesn't connect with it. Jordynne Grace able to get in there quickly and find a reversal and avoid that double axe handle. Could have been disastrous for Jordynne Grace, to be honest. As now they both head back into the ring, and Jordynne Grace could be in trouble here. She's hoisted up, but she's able to slip in behind. Oh my word, Jordynne Grace. Oh my goodness, the power. Alabama slam. Jordynne Grace making it look absolutely easy to just hoist up Lash Legend. Someone who seems to be almost twice the size of her. Now Jordynne Grace into a big body splash. Once Jordynne Grace gets going, there's almost no stopping her. And she's just showing off here. Kick to the spine. Jordynne Grace can't afford to get too confident though, because Lash Legend is one of the strongest superstars in the entire division. And oh my goodness, Lash Legend into a muscle buster. Jordynne Grace showing off her abilities here, showing off her power. And now I think she's looking to close out this matchup. Jordynne Grace hoisting her up and slamming her down into the cover for the victory. Jordynne Grace has done it. She's heading to the Elimination Chamber. Well, what an impressive performance. It was quick, but she made easy work of one of the strongest superstars in the entire division. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we move into the main event of the evening on Monday Night Raw, we have the returning Ring General. We saw him return in the Royal Rumble match this last weekend, and he was in the final 3, but unfortunately for him, he was eliminated by Bron Breakker, who would go on to win the Royal Rumble. But Gunther, his chances of heading to WrestleMania aren't quite eliminated just yet, because Gunther right now has an opportunity to earn himself a spot in the Elimination Chamber. As Stone Cold Steve Austin did announce earlier on tonight that the World Heavyweight Championship will be defended inside of that demonic structure. And the Ring General is one of 3 superstars here tonight that could earn his spot in that matchup. And next up out here, well, to a chorus of boos in the stadium, it is Damian Priest, the man who we haven't seen all the way since back at SummerSlam. We didn't even see him during the Royal Rumble match, actually. So Damian Priest, his last time appearing here was all the way back at SummerSlam when he lost to the Demon Finn Balor. So Damian Priest was the man who turned on Finn Balor all the way back at Survivor Series, costing Finn Balor the World Heavyweight Championship early on in this Universe Mode series. And well, potentially he could punch his ticket to WrestleMania if he's able to get inside of the Elimination Chamber and perhaps even win the championship. But who's going to be the 3rd and final man to try and earn their spot? Hold on a second. Oh my God. No way. It's the Samoan Werewolf, the man who was in the final 2 at the Royal Rumble. So he lasted from the number 20 spot all the way to the end, getting numerous eliminations, also showing up in tribal combat, siding himself with Solo Sikoa. But Jacob Fatu, it seems like Solo has sent him over to Monday Night Raw to try and gain the World Heavyweight Championship, I guess. Not sure if that's a wise decision if you're Solo Sikoa though, because if this man holds the gold, then what kind of power does that leave you with? My goodness. So triple threat action. Main event of the evening. Who's going to earn their spot to head into the Elimination Chamber? It's going to be one hell of a fight. Here we go. The bell rings. And Jacob Fatu and Gunther heading straight for each other. But then Damian Priest just wiping out the Samoan Werewolf, who's quickly back to his feet. Just biding his time. And Damian Priest wasn't even aware that Jacob Fatu was back to his feet. And a big headbutt there. And he's busting Gunther wide open already here. It's that forehead. Oh my word, he just landed throat first on the second rope there, Jacob Fatu, but straight back to his feet. But that headbutt, the solid forehead of a Samoan, just busting open Gunther. These are three of the most powerful men in the entire WWE, but they're going at 100 miles an hour here. Each of these men want to earn their spot at the Elimination Chamber and potentially hold that World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. And who knows, the winner of that match could potentially face Bron Breakker. Because we're still yet to find out who Bron Breakker is going to face, who he's going to choose to face at WrestleMania. There's now Gunther with Damian Priest up and hangs him up on the top rope. Now into the cover goes Gunther looking for the victory. Jacob Fatu quickly back into the ring, but Damian Priest was able to kick out regardless. And of course, Jacob Fatu and Gunther were in the final three of that Royal Rumble match, so they were so close to punching their tickets to WrestleMania. But Bron Breakker was the man who was left standing tall at the end of the night. And Gunther, oh my word, just caught by a Hurricane Rana by the Samoan Werewolf. A big headbutt to the midsection of Gunther there. As Damian Priest looking to bring a kendo stick into play. Probably a wise decision. Straight to the ribs of the ring general. Now the Samoan Werewolf shifting his focus to Damian Priest, who slams him face first into the canvas and into the cover quickly. But I don't think he realised that Gunther was back to his feet as well. There's now Gunther into a swinging neck breaker there. Dropping Damian Priest on the back of his head. And oh my word, the Samoan Werewolf has been busted open here as well. Well, this is a bit of a war already between these three. And wicked clothesline, almost taking the head off of Damian Priest. And now Jacob Fatu looking to steal it here into the cover. The Samoan Werewolf. No, a big kick out found by Damian Priest. Just about able to hang in there. Jacob Fatu almost stealing it. And now Gunther looking to get the victory. But no, Jacob Fatu able to power out. Now Damian Priest looking for that South of Heaven chokeslam, but now Gunther is in trouble. That Samoan drop, the pop-up Samoan drop connecting, and Damian Priest couldn't quite get Jacob Fatu to stay down or to go down. But now Damian Priest going to look to lock in the Boston Crab, a move that Gunther is synonymous with. Jacob Fatu a little bit stunned on the outside here, as now Damian Priest has been caught into a powerbomb connecting. And now Jacob Fatu going to look to try and open up that wound on Gunther's forehead even more. And a big super kick by Damian Priest. These three really are going 100 miles an hour here. Big suplex. Big right hand by Jacob Fatu into the cover. He feels like he's done enough here to pin Damian Priest. No, Damian Priest still able to power out. Damian Priest, the only man that's not busted wide open here tonight. The ring general taking his time on the outside. There's Jacob Fatu looking to just destroy Damian Priest, and there we go, he's been busted open as well here. All three of these men bleeding as the kendo stick is brought back into play. Jacob Fatu up on the top rope. He's going to dive over the top of Gunther and connects with that swanton bomb. on Damian Priest. My word, the Samoan werewolf. Is there anything he can't do? As he's just tossed across the ring. But I mean, Jacob Fatu, he was undrafted, so I guess that's the reason why Solo Sikoa is happy for him to head over to Monday Night Raw. As now into the cover goes Gunther for the victory here. No, big kick out by Damian Priest. But Gunther is lining up. Priest perhaps thinking about that powerbomb again. But Damian Priest finds a reversal, which could be the difference between him surviving in this one and the kendo stick. Oh my word, over the head of the ring general and then a super kick by Jacob Fatu to Damian Priest as he heads up to the top rope. Jacob Fatu moonsault off of the top rope into the cover. He goes for the victory. Gunther's distracted on the outside and Jacob Fatu is going to head to the Elimination Chamber. Well, you have to feel sorry for anyone else who is in that match because the Samoan werewolf could be the World Heavyweight Champion. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we look to close out the show here on Monday Night Raw, we have the former World Heavyweight Champion, the man who actually won the championship back at Cyber Sunday. But unfortunately, this past weekend at the Royal Rumble, he seemed to screw himself over by trying to pretty much get himself disqualified. And then it backfired on him as Carmelo Hayes took advantage of the referee's back being turned. Carmelo used the brass knuckles and pretty much knocked Finn Balor clean out and then was able to regain the World Heavyweight Championship. So Finn Balor, he looks a little bit furious here, to be honest. He looks a little bit fed up. And he's got a message for the WWE Universe. So I wonder what Finn Balor is going to say here tonight. Is he going to own up to pretty much costing himself the championship? Or does he have something else planned?
You know what? I'm not in the mood for any of this tonight. I should be standing here as the World Heavyweight Champion, but instead I got screwed at the Royal Rumble. Let's call it what it is. Carmelo Hayes didn't beat me. He cheated. But here's what really pisses me off. Not only did he take my championship, but he got to walk into the Royal Rumble match instead of me. After 9 damn years clawing my way back to the top, I was thrown aside just like that. I want answers. I want my rematch. And I want Carmelo Hayes out here right now.
Hold on a second. Probably the last man that Finn Balor wants to see. Finn's arch nemesis is here. Here's the visionary Seth freaking Rollins. But why on earth is Seth out here? You can only imagine that Seth freaking Rollins probably wants to rub salt into the wounds of Finn Balor, but I'm not sure that's a wise decision right now because Finn Balor's clearly not in the mood. As Seth freaking Rollins makes his way into the ring. Be careful here, Seth.
Oh man, Oh man, Finn, you are down bad, huh? I mean, I gotta admit, I love this. 9 years, Finn. 9 years waiting for that moment, and you threw it all away. You got cocky, you got arrogant, and you got beat. Now that's karma, baby. You want to talk about getting screwed? Buddy, you did this to yourself. And now you're out here crying about Carmelo taking your spot in the Rumble? Maybe, just maybe, if you weren't such a dumbass at the Royal Rumble, you would have still had that title and your spot in the main event at WrestleMania.
Hold on, what? Well, it is the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre, coming out here next. Why on earth is he here? Drew McIntyre coming off the back of a big victory at the Royal Rumble against CM Punk, albeit a little bit controversial, especially with the fact that Stone Cold Steve Austin had a few dodgy decisions in that matchup. Stone Cold wanted to make sure that that match went clean, but to be honest, I'm not sure that you can really say that. And for once, I feel like maybe I do agree with CM Punk, but Drew McIntyre making his way into the ring here.
All right, Seth, enough. Just shut up with that stupid laugh before I claymore your teeth down your throat. Here's the thing. While you two were out here bickering like children, I actually did something at the Royal Rumble. I beat CM Punk. And that means I'm the next in line for the World Heavyweight Championship. But it looks like we've got a little situation here. Because you heard Steve earlier tonight, didn't you, boys? At Elimination Chamber, it's going to be me, Finn, Seth, Carmelo, and 2 other unlucky souls inside that steel structure fighting for the biggest prize on Raw. And I'm going to make damn sure that CM Punk doesn't get that opportunity.
Of course. The man who regained the World Heavyweight Championship, Carmelo Hayes, making his way out here. But what has he got to add to this conversation?
Whoa. Hold up. Y'all are doing a lot of talking, but the way I see it, none of you are on my level. Because the fact is, I walked into the Royal Rumble with a plan, and I executed, just like I always do. Drew, let's keep it real. You didn't beat CM Punk. Stone Cold Steve Austin beat CM Punk for you. We all saw what happened, and I ain't gonna let you pretend like you did it all by yourself, big man. And Finn, you wanna talk about getting screwed? Man, you screwed yourself. You thought you were the smartest man in the room, but the truth is, nobody outsmarts him because Melo don't miss baby. That's why I'm standing here as your World Heavyweight Champion, and that's why I'm walking into Elimination Chamber and walking out still the World Heavyweight Champion.